Shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to Rooted in Hebrew. My name is Mike. Today is the 4th of February. Am I correct? I believe so. We're seeing a lot of chat on this internet feed, and I'm seeing some jealousy brewing up. That's what I'm seeing. I'm literally seeing some jealousy brewing up. Um, there are people literally reaching out for Black people to speak up. It's as if they're pushing us into the forefront as leaders. Now, the reason why I'm talking about jealousy, because you have, what's his name? You have this president who is making all of these changes, and the Gentiles themselves are very concerned. They're very worried. Now, everything that Black people has been going through, and I'm using Black people, that's what they used to. African American, we call ourselves Israel. Excuse me. They're reaching out to us and they're asking, can you support us in so many words? But a lot of us, well, I'm gonna say some of us, that's like, no, you got to figure that out yourself now. We've been trying to tell you all for this here, for that there. When we did try to do something, y'all shot it down. Now you're in the predicament that you are in now. You're trying to figure out what is the way out. How did you cope? Now we start to understand that, well, at least they'll understand our struggle. They're asking, hey, what can we do? Can you support us? But at the same time, you have a person who's causing, and we was making all of these types of, what's the word? Executive decisions. And all of these executive decisions are hurting the average residents. And they're reaching out to Black people. They're reaching out. They're putting you on that pedestal like I once spoke about as a Saturday. That's what's happening. They're putting you on that pedestal. And at the same time, let them continue to put us on a pedestal and reaching out to us for some type of word or encouragement or some type of action. Then you're going to start to see the jealousy come out of the nation. You're going to see the jealousy come out of the West. It's going to happen. Because now they're doing something that they're not used to doing. The only person that can speak about hard times is people of color. We're the only ones who can speak concrete to the struggle that we went through. That's it. When it's all over, said and done, this is how they have done. They put themselves in a position, and now they can't get there. They don't know no way out. Troublesome times. Shalom, Sister Monica. How you doing, sis? But this was happening. They walking in and putting us on a pedestal. It's going to happen. The nation's going to get upset. You got tariffs on Mexico, Canada, China. Brothers, this guy has put on. They have put things in place in a position as if they're not going to get hurt. They're not going to get bombarded. They're not going to get they're not going to get scratched by any of it. It's going to happen. And but the more important thing is this: you're going to see that jealousy rear its ugly head, because they're gonna be saying, now these people are not any they are not in any position to speak about policy. But truthfully, our suffering is policy. We can speak on it. We have the experience. 400 years of it. Oppression. That's the only thing they can speak upon. That's what they practice. They practice this, and whatever they practice, that's all they know. That's all they know. And so now here we are in this stream of time, and these people trying to figure out a way out. I told you when the Most High, excuse me, here we go again. Hold on just for a moment. Shalom, Sister Pixie Dust. We're right back in the same. We're right back in the situation. No, we ain't not gonna say that. We're right back in the situation. No, we're not. Consider this smack brand new. We are seeing some things that the world has never done. You're starting to see this hatred die down. That hatred is being pushed onto another people. They're not the Most High said these curses are going to be reversed. That hatred that we felt, that we experienced, is being put and laced up on another nation. This is what we're seeing. We're witnessing it. All we have to do is step back and look at it. That's all we have to do. They saying that these people of color, and you have some people out here who saying to themselves, no, African Americans, they was trying to tell us. I'm serious. Look at the fees now. and people say it's not about black and white. Okay. I beg to differ. Which truthfully, it's not about black and white. It is about hidden people against another people. That's what it's about. If you don't want to call it color, they just say it's about a particular group of people and another people who's losing power. That's what's happening. Now, they've been made unintelligent, don't know the way out. This is what they've been practicing this for the longest. And now we are literally witnessing the book of Obadiah. It's only a single chapter. Go through it, read it, and you will understand the trap that the West got itself into. And it's its allies that set in the trap. All these, what's the word? Strong promises. Shalom, Sister Doran. I'm glad you made it in today, sis. This is what's happening. They have put themselves in a position for failure. All these promises, and this person making all these decisions, and before it even get hot, before it even get hot, the nation's reaching out to who? Who are the nations reaching out to now? They're reaching out to these African Americans. Why are they reaching out to these African Americans? They know the struggle. They know the struggle. Inside out, we can tell you how thick it can get, how thick the struggle has gotten or can get. We have that history. We have that life experience. Now they're scared. They're very afraid. As I once stated, the Most High took us out of line. We're not in line no more. We're not behind. We're following Him. And see, now, brothers, when I say this, it's that light that we need to pay attention to, because it's that light that the world is seeing. It ain't necessarily the struggle. It's the fact that we have that light and they are seeing it. They're going to now they're starting to understand. Now you're going to see how they're going to gravitate towards us now. You're seeing that the hatred is fading off of us. It's literally fading. But the hatred that was upon us is going back onto another nation, doubled. Now, if they want to talk about, they're going to feel it. They're going to feel that hate. They're going to feel it very deeply. They're going to feel it deeply. But this is at their doings. And that hate, I'm telling you, they were speaking about, what's his name? Trump. He, doing all this tariff thing. And they were talking about how some other nations that was not involved are very concerned about their relationship with the United States. This is the word that's in the media now. See, they've been controlling the media for so long, brothers and sisters. Do they feel, hey, we can say and do anything we want? To what they're saying and doing, it's kicking them in the butt with a steel-toe boot. Shalom, Siobhan Daniels. That's what's happening. They're getting kicked in the butt real swiftly with a steel-toe boot. Now, and for you brothers and sisters, you will understand when I say steel-toe. For you brothers and sisters that understand this, the most fragile bone that you can have in your body, the one that can, it can just sit you down. I forgot the name of the bone, but it's below your butt. And if you break that bone, it takes a long time for that to heal up, and you nearby are like paralyzed. And this is what's happening to Babylon. They got themselves into a predicament that they can't get themselves out of. They asking black people, average black people, hey, what is this? What is that? They looking to get educated by us now. Well, we are literally witnessing these things right now. Oh, this sister, she has a TikTok university. I tell you, brothers, sisters, pay attention. Pay attention. This is what they put out there. They put this out here. They brought this hate. The hate is escalated. Now it seems like it's coming off of us. I ain't gonna sing. It is coming off of us. And when the Most High said, these things will not be delayed or move slow, He means that. He said in the last days, He will speed it up. You want to talk about some hate coming off of you going on to somebody else? Sit back and just look and witness and see how fast that hate come off of you and go on to someone else. And with all of this happening, when all of this stuff is happening, at the same time you're talking about an exodus, and they seeing the light of your, they seeing that glorious light that the Most High put upon you. They recognizing that what this is the start of them gravitating to you, Israel. Witness that, believe that, look at it. They're looking to you now. This because they know of your struggle. Who could you ever imagine that people would come back and ask you about, hey, what do we do about this here? I know you African American, y'all went through this here, and so on, so. How do y'all cope? What do y'all do? Shalom, Sister Linda Cross. They put it out there. Who would imagine that our suffering would turn back as a witness, not just to the nation, but to the world? When I say the world, I mean the world. You got Ibrahim Tory doing what he's doing, and the other leaders are following suit. And this is just not in one secluded place. This is global, because we are all over this planet. And all of us are affected by what we feel. If we see a brother in South America get mistreated, it's going to affect us. It is. But now, before they even feel the effects of this president's decision, they already reaching out, because they know and they perceive this is dangerous. This is the nation that's already saying these things. And while they see the danger coming upon them, we exit them. Now, don't you think that's kind of odd? We will be exiting this country. Well, period. While this danger is coming. And you go, if you want to talk about somebody go be clinging to you, they go see you leaving, and they seeing that you are the people that has this pertinent information that they need or want. What do you think they go do? I'm going with you. We brothers and sisters, just sit back and look and read and listen. You hearing it. You seeing the cleaving to you. Let me see what you read about that. You know what? Let me tell you something on that, Sister Yvonne Daniels. This is one time, sister. This is one time, Sister Yvonne. They can go in there and mess with those brothers if they want to. They can go in there and mess with those brothers and sisters if they want to. Now, if they go in there and attacking their own people, but they go in there and mess with the brothers and sisters, no, they got a rude awakening happening. No, the arrogance. And when I tell you, it's so much, the arrogance is so misguided. It's unbelievable. But the Most High said he was going to make them, in so many words, he going to make them dumb. And they dumb at a doorknob. Well, sis, I don't think that's going to be too long, sis. I don't think that's going to be long at all. This exiting, I do not. Let me tell you what Ibrahim Torrey said. He said, African Americans, we need to come together. He already recognized what a strength, he already recognized a portion of the strength is at. And did you all also know that in Burkina Faso, they have built their first car? They have the concept. They built a car, an electric car. They didn't think that this was going to happen in that place. See, we move. When the Most High says he's going to speed it up, he's going to speed it up, brothers and sisters, off the top. Even while we're in captivity, we're going to rise to the top. We're going to rise to the top and leave at the same time. Now, don't you think that's a blow, brothers and sisters, when you rise to the top and you leave it at the same time? The world is going to get concerned. Wait a minute. They're going to get concerned. So don't fool yourself to think we're going to be on the bottom in captivity. Nah, the Most High said, I'm going to show this world who I am to you. And we're witnessing, brothers and sisters, just over the weekend, I was looking at all of this. I said, I see a change in things. I'm seeing these people, they're you may have that little prejudice Gentile. But man, I tell you, they get on there with that rant. For the vast majority of them, their words came right back to slap them in the face. It's happening. It is absolutely happening. Can you imagine? And it's happening. Brothers and sisters getting jobs here they never thought they would get. And they keep rising and rising and rising. And then at the same time, you leaving a place. Trust and believe, brothers and sisters. There is a fear that is laced all over their body. There is a fear that is lacing their whole soul. They're scared. You have the brothers and sisters. This brother, once he put that out there, that we need to work together, African Americans, along with the continent, he put it out there. Do y'all understand the gravity of what he said? His words are ringing as echo. So now it ain't just him who he brought it out. Other leaders are going to start taking that into consideration too. Then the other ones, then another one, then another, to eventually. All these trouble that brothers and sisters was having in these African countries, those are Europeans' construct of their laws. Until they start looking into it, all you got to do is look at this brother here. He went and he changed a whole lot of laws that these Europeans came and put up on his land. That's all it takes. It's for you to sit back and not relax. Sit back, look at. Oh, so your problem is, majority of the problem is this here, is these laws. And at the same time, you still have to deal with some greedy brothers and sisters off the top. You do. You got to deal with them. Either you're going to be removed, replaced, one or the other. And it's going to happen because the Most High said it. Those in power, he's going to judge them. And when he said those in power, he's talking about Israel. And if you go be that face of, if you the face of corruption, you go get dealt with. Period. If you part of the problem, you're going to get dealt with. Period. If you down here misleading, dealing harshly with your brothers, you will get dealt with. There's no other way you can dress that up. Sister Yvonne, you said, yes, I saw that the President Trump called a black woman up on stage and offered her a job on Doug. All right. Let me tell you something, sis. We're going to be rising to power. And this is the thing, though, when I say this, we're rising. And I said this a couple of weeks ago. We are on the rise. The world is on judgment. And while they're on judgment, we're rising. And at the same time, we're preparing to leave. Can you imagine that? We're on the rise and preparing to leave at the same time. I mean, when I say clinging, these nations are going to cling to us like static. They ain't trying to go. They go see who have the life, and it took our struggle. It took the discipline that the Most High put upon us. It took the discipline that the Most High put upon us. Those curses, and for the world to come back and say, "Oh, now they understanding some things about us now." These are the struggles that they went through. And now they're about to see, we're about to go through the same struggles that they went through. If they do not want to go through the heaviest of the tribulation, they go cling to you, brothers and sisters. I don't care if you got a 5-year-old grandchild or a 5-year-old son or daughter. That glory is going to be seen upon them too. They're going to cling to your grandchild or your granddaughter. This is how serious it's getting. And see, now this is the thing now. This is just not from the United States, brothers. We're talking about globally. Judah is on the four corners of this planet. They're going now. If this residue had to start with the brothers and sisters in the United States, so be it. But the fact that the world knows that we are all over this place, that we are part of that transatlantic slave trade. That residue is going to go out like an echo that never ends. That's what's happening right now. Where did it start? It started in Babylon. Seemed like everything started in Babylon. Seemed like the ones who got dealt with the worst started in Babylon. Babylon is the only one that still has slavery. For you brothers and sisters that don't know, Shalom, Sister Cynthia. It's been a long time, sis. How you holding up? The struggles for us has been worse across the board because slavery still exists in the United States. And I'm going to tell you how it works. Get caught up in the system. They never abolished slavery here. They never abolished slavery in the United States. You get caught up, you go to jail or whatever, you're in the system. Or prison, you're in the system. I'm doing good, Sister Cynthia. I'm doing pretty good. But this, and especially, let me tell you something, Sister Cynthia, especially since the turn of events, the world is reaching out to us, looking for some advice. Yes, and they're doing it now. And me, and I will encourage you brothers and sisters, to look at it. Look at the hatred and see how the hatred is coming off of you, coming off of us, rather. It's coming off. And it's been, when I say it's going to another nation, it is. And I'm just not speaking about just the United States. I'm talking about all of the EU. All of it. The media cannot stop it. They can't stop this type of hate. Now there's a flipping of things. Now the bully, there's no sympathy for the bully. They're not. I mean, it's what's happening. They have put. And brothers, I gotta say it again. Could you ever imagine that our struggles would turn around and work as a witness to who we are, what we experience, and the Creator we worship? Not on your wildest dream. What I could have imagined this. What people just say, "Hey, we need help from the African Americans." No, they have never so and so. And there was an Indian guy on one of the videos, and he was talking about when he was a child. And don't get me wrong, Indians do not care for African Americans. They don't even care. I mean, period. As a matter of fact, in India, um, our brothers and sisters that are there, they call them the untouchables. That's their byword. That's their byword. And they interviewed, before I go back to that guy there, they interviewed a sister that was, from Atlantic. No, not. It was not the Atlantic. It was the Indian. Well, I'm gonna call it transatlantic slave trade. I'm gonna call it that. But this particular this particular group came from East Africa and went into India. But anyway, they was of the slave trade. Put it that way. And the sister, she said, she always wanted to go back, at least visit to where she and her family was taken from. That's all she wanted. But it seems like now, I know it seems like it's happening. The Most High is preparing for this exodus along with this rising. That is something else. You rising to power and leaving at the same time. Oh, that got to be a blow to it. I mean, that got to be a blow to the world. You rising, getting money and leaving, getting money, getting power and leaving at the same time. All nations whom President Trump applied the tariff to hit. Oh yeah, I heard that it was going to hit back too. Yeah, I heard that too. And see, that's that arrogance, Sister Yvonne. That's that arrogance. See, they don't think it can happen to them, and especially when you think you have two heavy hitters. You have what is it, Elon Musk, and what's that other guy's name? Uh, uh, what's his name? What's that other guy's name? Gates. That's it. You talking about Bill Gates? I mean, I'm talking about Bill Gates. So he thinking he got two heavy hitters, but they gonna be made to be dumber than a doorknob. And the thing about it is this, and I'm gonna put this warning out there to you, brothers and sisters. Let's not get used to AI, because AI is going to show itself. I'm telling you, brothers and sisters. Yes, we just be careful with that. Proceed very cautiously, because the trust and believe it's demonically inspired. It is. AI is out here hiring people, and you think you working for a person, brothers and sisters. The warning has went out. You're thinking you're working for a person, but it's AI. So be careful of that stuff. Be mindful. But I tell you, ooh, but now let me go back. Let me go back. Because the AI thing, it's It is very misleading. I mean, it start off small and it start off basic. But brothers and sisters, I mean, you start looking at, and I do understand what brothers and sisters do. They use it for biblical reasons and things of that nature. I got it. But at the same time, uh, be very cautious with it. Be very cautious, because there's some things about what they're trying to do, because they seen that the Most High is on the move. And those days of talking about moving at this particular pace, those days are gone. Those days are gone. So yes, they're speeding up their activities at the same time. This is not that time where we want to take that lightly. We just don't want to do that, because they're seeing some things, they're witnessing some things, and they're not even feeling it yet. Because see, once those effects kick in, because see, you're talking about food. And brothers and sisters, when I was telling you this here about let's use Jacob's trouble. We all know that Jacob's trouble started in 70 CE with the destruction of Jerusalem, and we've seen what our forefathers did. They was in Jerusalem, so, protected by massive walls. They couldn't just climb no walls, but they was inside those walls. This man is doing the same thing. He's getting the United States blocked in there. The only thing that's different about it is the blue hammers are already there. They're already inside. The sleeper cells, they're already there. And then for the ones that are not there, they go fly in. They're going to fly in. This is the worst time for this nation. Now, from a scriptural standpoint, Babylon is supposed to be destroyed first. Now, if there's another, scripture there about, I'm misinterpreting or whatever, misunderstanding, let it be known. I don't have a problem with it. But this place was to be destroyed first. Well, hold on, here I go again. Hold on for a moment. Excuse me. Man. I am sorry about that. Before I go any further, brothers and sisters, also, let's continue to keep Sister Cynthia, Sister Kathy Jones. Let's keep on praying for our sister and things. And that she that the Most High be over it, and us, that she could feel better. Because I do know that I talked to her husband. I got to get my call back today that she was in a hospital, and so she's been in the hospital for like a week. And so just make sure that we keep our sister and her husband in our prayers. And so, moving on, we are seeing some things. We're witnessing. The thing about it, we got to pay attention to it first and foremost, brothers and sisters. But at the same time, we got to be attentive to what's going on and how we moving. Because with this rising of Israel, we do not want to get complacent. We do not want to get complacent. Now, if you get to the point where you starting to, and money is not always a good thing, brothers and sisters. All money is not good money. Keep money in its proper place. Let us not be deceived. We do know what's happening. We do understand the witnessing and things of that, what we are witnessing. The thing about it is this: we don't want to get trapped up with this rising. You don't want to get so trapped up that you be like, I ain't leaving. I'm not going nowhere. You can be the fool if you want to. That go be up on you. That can be up on you. But with this rising, Shalom, Sister Van P. Um, this is what we're seeing now. But we don't want, like I said, we do not want to get complacent. Yes, we're going to see some things these things are happening right now. It's when the stomachs start growling, when money is running a lot shorter than it was before. This is what's going to happen. Brothers, they're not looking for the black politicians. They're not. That's the last thing they want is black politicians, because they feel that all units sold out many, many moons ago. We talking about these African Americans that's got their ears to the pavement, who's out here grinding. That's a jealousy, brothers and sisters, that's festering already. That's a jealousy that is building up right now. And it could be part of the Exodus. What do jealousy? If you want a people to listen to you, but then they going to a people who have life experience, what do you think they're going to do? Because now we've been saying this, hey, this is not right. You should do this here. We've been saying that for what? 200 years? And I'm being kind when I say that. And so all that, those hundreds of years of talking, of fighting, taking L's. We took L's for hundreds of years, brothers. And the world recorded it. Even when they hung our brothers and sisters up from trees, the Gentiles stood there with a cigarette in their hand. They were taking a picture with our brother or sister hanging there, dead. They took pictures of it. This is what they did. They laid their own history on the pages of books and photos and film. This is what they did. And now that history is right there in front of their face right now. Who could have imagined all of this? Their determination, evil intentions is slapping them in the face. DEI. Shalom, Brother Robert. I'm glad you're being here today, brother. It's slapping them in the face. It is here. These people are starting to see the light of the Most Highest people. They're seeing it. And they are looking for a way out, because right now it don't look promising here. It does not. And they see it. They see that from afar. It's when things get popped off. Brothers, if you think I'm joking, brothers, let this stuff get popped off. It's going to get popped off. It's going to get popped off. They really gonna come to you then. They're going to come to you then. Shalom, Brother Kenneth. They're going to come to you then. It's real. It's real right now. It's going to get a whole lot concrete real. death blowing real. Yah Saint, shalom, shalom. What's that? Hey, you guys. Yah Saint, did you tell me you go send me you wanted my email address or something? I think it was you, but I was looking for it and I never seen your email. Just let me know if it was you or not. I'm getting you mixed up with we got next and things. Hold on, here we go again. Excuse me. You know, I've been doing that nearly every day since I've been back. I gotta hurry do something about this nonsense. But getting back, brothers and sisters, this is about to go. This is about to go global, and it's especially when there is a people of African descent, and I'm speaking about these so-called European lands. That's where the strength is at for our brothers and sisters over there in Britain, France, and all that. Brothers and sisters in the United States, because truthfully, when it's all over said and done, we speaking for all of us. That's who we speak for. We may be speaking different languages, but trust and believe, we speaking for all. And the world has woken up. The media has woken up. The average person has woken up. We need your help. They're doing this here. Black people was saying this here. Black people was doing this here. Black people suffered this here. And we took all of this. And we have all of that all upon us. Tell me another nation of people that can relate to our 400 years of struggle. Tell me one. And this, well, I was going to say don't put yourself on a pedestal, but unfortunate, I ain't going to say unfortunate. We are on a pedestal, and they continue to put us on a pedestal. But when we get on the pedestal, the world gets upset because the world wants that power. They want that control over these subjects. That's what they want. And so they do not need us to be appearing as to be a black messiah. That's the last thing they need to have. So now that jealousy may work in our benefit or in their way of saying, hey, give these Negroes what they want and get them out of here. If we don't, I'm speaking from their mindset, the West. If we don't, the people are going to start to believe on them, which want to lead from them to their creator. Oh yeah, you know for a fact how that's going to play out, brothers and sisters. All we got to do is do, critical thinking. This is it. I'm just throwing out scenarios. Sister Yvonne, I'll be doing that too. Brother Ricky, shalom. But this is what's happening, brothers. It's happening. They're looking for your advice now. They're looking for it. And don't get me wrong, I've seen some brothers and sisters on these in the media world. And they're like, no, don't ask us for nothing else. We're not doing nothing for you got someone that's upset. You got some brothers and sisters there out there that's voicing their opinion. When we was trying to tell you to do this or to do that, you didn't listen. And when I seen one brother, he went down the list. And he was calling out nations of people. And how we assisted them. And then at the same time, how we assisted them, and how we got, and we always end up with the rough end of the stick. We did. But the Most High knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing, and it worked out for our benefit. Now, what you're seeing, this is just the beginning stage of it. This is just the beginning stage of it. Yeah, I know for a fact it's some Gentiles on this thing here today. I know it is. Now, they not only just go troll, they look for information. They looking for a way out. Because they know these people suffered so much, and still they remain. These people are supposed to be dead and gone. Why is it that these people are not dead and gone? Out of all the 400 years they have been here, ostracized, made villains, talked about, hated, all of that. And they asking this question, how is it possible that these people are here? Why is it now you got people reaching out to so-called African Americans to get a dialogue started, to get some, can we talk about this here? Can we talk about that there? Now, ain't the fact that they just want to talk. Brothers and sisters, this is about life. This is about the privilege of breathing. This is what this is about. And they come to realize you are part of their life. If you want to say, I'm trying to put you on a pedestal, so be it. The Most High already put you on a pedestal. He already put you there. The world is going to see, and they're going to start to believe a whole lot deeper. And then, like I said, this is where that jealousy go kick in. This is where that jealousy go kick in, because when it's all over said and done, it's going to lead back to the Most High. And Hashatan does not want that. If he deemed it necessary that the world's, hey, send these people back to Africa because we need this slave base. We ain't even got the AI up and running to where we want to get it. Send these people back. And it just may work out in that way. It remains to be seen. But one thing that does not have to be, that's no longer remaining, is the fact that they're reaching out. It's the fact that hate that we have always had upon us is dying down. But now it doesn't come for free, sis. No, it does not. It does not come for free. And you know what? Now, at the same time, Yvonne, the same time I'll say this here, and I think they're going to recognize themselves. Now, let's talk about reparations. That conversation is going to be a whole lot smoother now, because it's going to have a lace. It's going to have a hint of fear. It's going to have a hint of fear within it. It's going to. And it's these people, they're scared. They're very concerned. They are very concerned. And no matter how you see it, they're not going to stop what's happening. Elon, Trump, consider him play like they're the Wonder Twins all they want. They can do it all they want. It's not going to succeed. They're not going to succeed. Only thing that they're going to do that is what they used to, is cause havoc. Trump is like he went into the telephone booth and put on his super suit. He said, I'm E. He's calling himself everlasting. But he's doing exactly what his forefathers did and doing. Oh yeah, that's right. You sister, you know how that Wonder Twin stuff go. What did they used to do? It was a ring or something. They had to touch together, and yeah, that's who they are, and that's how they act too. And things, it's like they're showing themselves. The devil is showing himself. Yeah, and the thing about it is that the thing is that hold on just for a moment. There you go. I just This is just my encouragement to brothers and sisters. Although the world is placing us on a pedestal, it's the complacency that we should be aware of. It's the complacency. We get used to things, and when things are going good for you, we, there's a danger that could happen, and that's that complacency. We should not forget that uh, we rise and we go exit at the same time. Don't forget that. We cannot forget it. Now we rising. Now for those brothers and sisters that believe that this place is their place, that's a very dangerous way of thinking. Because the scripture clearly states, if you are in a land that is not yours, the Most High said exactly what was going to happen. He said, your wives are going to be ravaged and things of that nature. So this is one time, brothers and sisters, when the Most High said he's looking for those to worship him in spirit and truth, he means that. He means that he's looking for those to worship him in spirit and truth. If you listen to his spirit, it's going to lead you to the truth. But if you're still basing your mindset on that flesh, trust and believe, you want to reap corruption of your flesh. This is not that time where you want to be sitting here rolling dice in that type of manner. Take your flesh out of it. Abide by the Spirit. Listen to the Most High. What you may think, and brothers, I'm guilty of it myself. I kid you not. But sometimes you gotta always scrutinize yourself. You gotta always scrutinize yourself. You're on the rise. Things are happening in our favor, and it's really, it ain't the government that's doing it. The Most High, he's letting you know they're not doing it. I'm the ones who causing that. He's allowing the world to see who we are. Before that, now we was just what we were back in the days, just black people. You look at us, you see darkness. That's how the world portrayed us, and that's how people looked at us. The Most High he took that down. Now you gonna see who my people are, and they seeing it now. They seeing it, and they jumping on board. For those that been knowing for a moment, oh no, they own it. They own it, and they know exactly who they got to go through in order to continue to live. And for those ones that's the means of this place, blood must be spilled. Blood must be spilled, and it's going to be spilled. Because you got some who flat out, they're diehard for this country, or for this land, rather. This place is going to be split up in three parts. This place will become unlivable because the Most High deemed it. He can't stand this place. And we may ride around, we may see some beautiful spots, but the Most High said it's not all the unclean spirits and unclean birds and things. That's what this place is going to be. Who in their right mind want to prepare themselves to think that they're going to, and you won't be able to live here. The Most High said it. This is the danger when I say, brothers and sisters, we don't want to get complacent with this rising. Yeah, a lot of you brothers and sisters you're going to see yourselves in a position that you never thought to find yourself in. And at the same time, you still have the brothers and sisters over there on the continent that's doing the cleanup over there. They're doing the cleanup on the continent. Now you take their strong determination, brothers and sisters. Ibrahim Traore, I think I'm pronouncing his name right. I'm not for sure, but the president of Burkina Faso. You take his desire, and the other brothers and sisters that are in line with his line of thinking. Then you take what we got, and you work that together. It's a done deal. It is absolutely a done deal. They send the power, and this is what the United States has always feared: the rise of a black nation. And I'm just going by what they call us, because that's the only way they're going to understand it right now, until they come to an accurate knowledge of who we are and why we have the power we have. Once they realize that, boom, that's when it's absolutely, from their standpoint, a holy situation. Then that's when they're going to realize it's just not the fact that these people are black. They will understand this is the Most High's people. This is the creator of all things. These are his people. That's when it's extremely real. Right now, they just looking at what we went through, what we suffered, and things of that. That's what they're looking at. They're looking for information. That's how do you cope with it? How do you deal with it? But it's going to get a whole lot realer than that. Now they're going to understand, wait a minute, I can't live without these people. That's the thing. That's when it's starting to get spiritual. That's when it's going to get spiritual. These people have the sayings of everlasting life. Right now. It's advice. Because they recognize, our struggles, like I said. But once it gets spiritual, and it's going to get spiritual real quick. It's going to get spiritual real quick. Ain't nothing they could possibly do about that. But brothers and sisters, keep your head on the swivel. I would try to come back on for around about 12, because I wanted to extend this, but there's some things I got to take care of. Keep your head on the swivel. Stay prayed up. Continue to pay attention to the nation and what they're doing, because we are on the rise. And we're on the rise. You know for a fact we made some enemies. We got enemies. The hate is being moved. And on that note, I would say, brothers and sisters, Shalom.